time is up, and it is the time for the second contestant. I invite here Kristina, Sharykina. One person, Kristina, Sharykina.
One person makes all the difference. We never succeed alone. I read this simple phrase in a book when I was on the flight back to Moscow. I unread that book slowly just before my flight. It was a present. Our life is like a flight with many passengers on board, where one person can switch on the overhead light for you when you just can't reach it. Dear Toastmasters, Mrs. Contest here. I was a 10 years old girl, smiling, curly. I was bursting with energy and desire, and impatiently holding my mom's hand. For the very first time, I entered the door of my theater studio. Good afternoon, little lady. A charming, wonderful, soft woman told me. I was absolutely charmed by her deep, incredible eyesight. That eyesight made me get immediately calm. Do you know that stage is a wonderful place where you can become whoever you want? She told me. Then just please take the stage and become. Both theater and stage are places of many lives and many opportunities. With every role you can switch on. There's inner light for your audience, or switch it off. You can make them feel or make them be indifferent. And as a plane began reaching its maximum height, I began reaching mine when I was about 18 years old. I got a very different and a very difficult role. Absolutely different to myself. It was a role of a very soft, calm, life-experienced woman. 50 years old, by the way. She was waiting for her son from the front battle. It was the Second World War. But how can I, an 18 years girl, do it? How can I, an 18 years girl, make my audience feel? Kristina, the only opportunity for you, the only way you will make your audience feel is share with them what you personally have inside of you. And you have such a strong inner power that it covers everybody when you really want it. When I really want it. Unexpectedly, I felt that little curly smiling Kristina turned out to be a 50 years old woman, a life-experienced person, and I knew I will make my audience feel. I will switch on this inner light inside of my audience as my theater director did for me, because one person makes all the difference for our life flight. I'm sorry! Fasten your seatbelt, we're in turbulence zone! I was a bit afraid, but it was flight attendants who was disturbing me from my sweet childhood memories. I was shaking in my seatbelt in my seat like that, both of fear and turbulence, and of course I fastened my belt. And actually, I thought that we have a lot of inner turbulence inside of ourselves, and the only way we can master our inner turbulence is like I mastered my seatbelt. fasten it. Well, the challenge of fasten the seat belt of my own fears was a challenge for my horse riding trainer. Kristina, actually mastering your horse is like mastering your life. You might be afraid inside of yourself, but you must keep on doing, despite anything that happens to you. It was one of our horse riding lessons. I was enjoying my strong, black, wonderful horse who unexpectedly rushed towards the wall, galloping on the side. I was out of the saddle, already on the neck of my horse. I lost balance. I was afraid and I practically gave up when I heard my trainer, Kristina, come back to saddle. Don't give up. You can. I can. I can, because believing in a person sometimes can even save his or her life. Because we can have our inside fears, but the thing is that we never succeed alone. And one person who probably switches on this overhead light makes it as bright as possible. Our life is a flight with many passengers on board. And who knows, maybe next time you take your flight direction to somewhere, it will be you who will switch on the overhead light for your neighbor passengers, because one person makes all the difference. We never succeed alone.